Hi and welcome everyone, it's Brian from Captions Aquatics. This is doing this early Saturday morning live stream or late night live stream. Tried setting up my computer, but unfortunately at the moment my camera does not want to work. I've reinstalled the software or re-downloaded the driver, whatever. It's like it's finicky, so I'll have to look at it more tomorrow night when I get home from work. Because I want to start streaming from the desktop. Let me turn this on. 5 messages. Share. I'm gonna just tweet it. So hopefully I don't reconnecting. Good morning, Aquarium, Sunshine Valley. Morning, straight from Belgium. Welcome, welcome. Welcome from across the pond. I'm just going to give it a couple minutes before I start going into the live stream a little bit. Sorry if the light above here is bleeding it out. Technically all these tanks would be shut off right now, but for live stream I turn everything on so everyone can hear everything. Let me know how is the mic, because I forgot to plug the my actual mic so I can walk around with my mobile phone. And you can see like the different tanks I have set up and stuff like that. Because I wasn't expecting to stream from my cell phone tonight. I was going to stream from my desktop, but for some reason the video isn't on. And hopefully this doesn't kill it. Plugging that in. So let's do this. Aquarium's mic is okay. Well, it's going to sound better with this mic now. Might be too loud, but what can you do? So that's the nice lapel mic. Now I can walk around and do what I gotta do. So what time is it over in Belgium? Just curious. Well, I'm waiting for more people to show up. Well, it sounded much better. Indeed. Yeah, I like this mic. Sorry for the bleed out with the camera. At 6:45 a.m. So it's 12:45 a.m. in the morning, Saturday morning. Had to half the volume. Was it too loud? I'm sorry about that. Maybe I'll move this mic a little further down. That way it'll at least be a little bit more silent. So wow. Sorry if you leave the stream for a second. Let's see. Island Queen, welcome. How you, Miss Island Queen? Not to put you to work, do you mind sharing the stream for me? Because I was trying to set this up on my desktop. For some reason, I was unable to get my camera from my desktop. Both cameras, or actually 3 different cameras, to work. And so I had to go to my cell phone, my go-to. So, but the benefit with this is I can shoot in 4K, but I don't think you can stream in 4K. Not yet, anyways. So this the way my Google Pixel's set up, it'll do 1080p at 60 frames a second. So, yeah, fun times. Is this your first time to the channel? Aquarium, Sunshine Valley. Sunshine's Valley, yep. Alright, let me open up the live chat for this. That way I can look at people's channels and stuff. Put that over there. I still have my computer and I have a ton of bandwidth. I mean, I got 20 meg uploads. I think you can stream but you'd have to be friggin' a good connection. I have 20 meg upload. I got plenty of connection. Paying extra for it, you know. Let's see. Don't mind me. I've had 3 cameras with my connection set up where they're split screen. First time live, not first time live, not first time on your channel. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Cool. Well, welcome aboard. Don't mind me. I just gotta so I can see the live stream. $20 megabits per second. Yeah, I could see that. Bummer. Don't mind the finger in the way, guys. I just gotta see that code because I got dual authentication on. All right, now it should verify. Cancel. Let me check the events out. Sorry, I'll do more talking. I'm just trying to find which one it is. There we go. Aquarium Sunshine's Valley says I have 40 meg upload. Trying to find which one it is. There we go. Mute my mic. Sorry if you guys get feedback. That's my fault. Because I have my stream open in the background. Yeah, I probably won't shoot 4K from the phone anyways. Because I'd probably melt the battery out of it. No, I'm joking. I'd probably kill it in about 20 minutes. And I don't have, for my Google Pixel, I don't have the C-Series, like a 10-foot cable, but I am having like a 20-foot C-Series that I can plug into a wall outlet. And when this is plugged in, it just gives me just enough charge that I can continue it, but it'll slowly increase it by 1% at a time. So, Aquarium, sometimes, yep, 40 meg upload and 4K streaming is very, very critical. Just enough. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm in upstate New York, and they don't have the capabilities to give me much more than I already have 20 megs up. When the fiber gets up this way, then they'll have more capability. Let's see. Brian, you could share to the fish family if you want, since I can't. Yeah, let me share it through my desktop and not my phone, so I don't kill the stream. So let's go to Google. I'm gonna just share it to all my followers or everyone that I'm subbed to first. Post that there. Videos. Let's go to Google one more time. What's up, Fish Tropic? How you doing, buddy? Unfortunately, he just sent me that, so don't mind the finger. Post. And let's do the Facebook. Hi, Jason. Yep. So, Jason, I'm not going to open up YouTube in a browser on my phone because I don't want to kill the battery even more than it is. So, otherwise, I'd say come and join the Hangouts, Jason. Unless you start one up and I join, but I'm kind of trying to get view hours on this channel right now. So, let's see. Island Queen, is it hashtag fishfam? I don't know if that's how the group is. Fishfam. Fishfam safe. Oh, there we go. Fishfam group. Alright, I just pushed. Let's go Facebook one more time. We got 10 people in here. Just give me, sorry, one more minute, guys. Don't mean to do that, so I don't want it. Timeline, definitely in a group. Hashtag FishFam. Chris Harold, Invisio, I don't know, Invisio. Sorry if I can't pronounce. Hashtag fish. Fam. Post. There. It's part of the 2 Facebook groups. Good enough for now. Let's see. So I'm going to sub anyone that I'm not subbed up to. I think I'm already subbed to Aquarium Sunshine. That's what I like to do. Help out the rest of the fish fam. Only if I can't sub to people while I'm live streaming. Yeah. You're subbed to me too? Well, welcome. Oh, I'm alright to Sunshine. Good. I thought I was. I subbed to a lot of people too. I don't think I'm showing my subs at this point because I have over 1.2k worth of subs right now, or people that I'm subbed to. Oh, this guy, Chris Harold, and Invisible, a sub. So that's done. So let's see. Thank you for the likes. I appreciate it. Theresa Cookie, how you doing? Long time no see. Aquarium Sunshine Valley, I have a Dutch channel, so I don't think you can do something on my channel. I've watched it. I actually, I think you got captions or someone made captions for it. You know how you can have other people submit translation? I think some people did it. I've watched some of your videos, actually. That's how I found you and subbed up, looking through people. Just because you have a Dutch channel doesn't mean people aren't going to find you. Man, I wish I had Google Hangouts going right now, Jason, just to have you in here. Auto caption, yeah. They're shit. Yeah, I know they're shit. Don't worry about it. Anyone that's watching this at this point, I don't care if kids are coming in. It's not like I'm trying to monetize these videos, so. I should really spend time on captioning. Yeah, if you can translate it to English, it'll come out easier. I know not all English words translate accurately, so. Hashtag Militime, definitely. Those are in the tags of this. Maybe not this video, I'll have to update it. And I got to get into the background with the classic settings and wipe out all my giveaway stuff. You know, the description of this. Half these links aren't even here, so I'll go back later. And I mean, for PayPal and Patreon work, and Teespring, but if you're trying to see like, oh, let me go check out these products he's got through Amazon, that's no longer, you know, linked, because I guess you gotta have 3 purchases in a month or something, or in 90 days, otherwise they close the associate's account, and I didn't. So I'm personally buying 3 different items off of my account, you know what I mean, through my links, this so I get the credit. But that's beside the point. So back to this. Captain, where you at? I'm here. Rick Sanchez, welcome. How are you? Is that fish trap rack in use? Yes, it is, Jason. And sorry for the glare all behind me. On my phone, it looks different, but I'm looking at it right now. There's a lot of glare from that. Unfortunately, that light, I believe, is 3300 or 4300 looms, the LED light, and it's actually about probably 18 inches above that tank. That's the 125. So I might actually lower it if I can, so it gets closer to the water, so it'll be more dispersed in the tank than anything. Let's see. Yes, the fish rack is in use. Like I said, I haven't had a chance to move the shrimp tank. It's just been way too hectic. I've been getting called in to work lately. I thought it was slowing down, but when you get called into work early and it cuts into time when you're planning to move stuff, it doesn't happen. Don't mind the coffee. I'm double fisting between beer and coffee. Aquarium Sunshine Valley said, Captain, I am very sorry, but I have to go. Kids are awake. So duty calls. All right, Aquarium Sunshine Valley, I appreciate it. Thank you for stopping in. Ricky says, Fish Tropic, what's going on with the fish? Bye-bye. See you, Aquarium Sunshine. If you can just leave yourself in the stream, you don't have to say anything. It'll be greatly appreciated, but not required. Let me click live because I want to see this live, not whatever. So what is going on with the fish? What's going on with the fish? All the fish are doing pretty good. Besides the one big orange, like white and orange koi that I lost. I think I told you guys about that a couple months ago before I took a break again due to work and real life stuff. So haven't replaced the koi. I've added one more scarlet goldfish and 2
2 more high-fin plecos. I got the 55 gallon that I have to move the high-fin pleco out of the 55 gallon African cichlid, move it to the 125. The 75 gallon tank in my bedroom that you can't see right now is currently housing convicts. It has all but the all the plecos besides hyphens, anything that gets really big. It's got all the super reds, all the chocolate plecos in the 75 gallon. Making money? No, not yet. Once it warms up a little bit more, I gotta send off some shrimp and some super red pleco, like 1 or 2 super red plecos to VBU, because he sent me pearl weed. So I'm gonna send those off in a package. Once I get this set up, I know I've been procrastinating, whatever. I just need 1 more tank set up. When I get the shrimp tank up here, I'm gonna bring other 10 gallons. What did that say? Making money if no. Post on, get those gills, bro. Yep, exactly. So money was tight for a while. That's why I took a break. And now that I'm working at the new place for work, I got more overtime, so I'm able to, do internet and start really getting updating the fish room, getting things where it's got to go. I got a line on 5 10-gallon fish tanks. Dan is awesome support. Yep. Good start for you. Awesome support. The site. Yep. Good start for you. Yeah. So I got some info on one of my live streams for I think Mr. B's Aquatics or someone like that that's been selling, and I think they said they're up to about 40,000 this year alone, selling guppies and stuff like that. But I need to get a specific line, like, red tuxedos or something that's a straight pure line. I know I can sell the assorted guppies, whatever. I want a pure line though. So I saw and like how I can win the Amazon. Yeah. That giveaway will be done this weekend, probably Sunday. I'm gonna leave it open, and then officially it's gonna close Sunday, because I've hit 750 like 6 or 8 times now. It's just with my breaks and stuff, I got put on the back burner. Not being here, kind of hard to do a giveaway if you're not around. You're too busy, or all things are whatever. Beside the point, I'm back now, so yeah. So, like I said, I got in on about 5 more 10 gallons, which I might put here, but I'm thinking of doing 2.5s. I might do 2.5s like you suggested, Jason. Small tanks, this for the fries to grow out in. Get the ones I like, and then I'll have them breed in a couple different tanks. I'm gonna take the shelf off way up top, and I'm gonna set 5 more 10 gallons up top, so I can run 2 different strains. Have one for males, one for females, maybe one to grow out fry, and then one for them to breed in. Get the female pregnant, get like 3 or 4 females, 5 females pregnant by 1 male for 2 weeks, then move the male out, the best one. You know what I'm talking about, Jason. You breed them enough. That's what I was thinking. I got to get the convicts out of there first, because they're breeding like crazy in that 75 gallon. There's a lot of wigglers and free swimmers, but they're really tiny. So I want to get the convicts big enough that I can put them in with Big Mama, Oscar, and them not get smoked. So I only got about 4 out of the 10 that are in there that are, just big enough where she can't eat them yet. It's close that she might not be able to eat them. So I got to let them grow out a little bit longer. Then once that's done, I'm gonna probably the best females, once I know they're impregnated, I'll catch them, I'll put them in the 75, let them drop their fry in there, and then do it from there. Just let them go buck wild. But I want to make sure I got pure strains before I do that, because who is it, Mr. B's Aquatics, I think, said he's selling the fry from them, and he, $50-$60 a pop, for like, I think he said 5 or 10 fry or something like that. fry stage. And there's Molly going after the plecos again. Get down! Sorry for that. Didn't mean to yell into the mic. You should just use a big tank to grow just fry. You'll be good at it for a few months. Then you can spectate males. Yep. And make an all male tank and a breeder tank, a breeder female tank. Yeah. I just figure let the fry drop there with the mamas, and then I'll have the separate tanks here, the best ones, the best, you know, I know I can't tell the fry, but once those fry grow up, I might let 1 or 2 generations grow to be, so I can see what colors they come out with, like 1 or 2 generations, and then do that. So you need 4 tanks. Well, I got 4 tanks right here. I gotta get the heater and lights on this. I got an LED roll strip to come in here. I think it's I want to say it's gonna be more than 3 watts per gallon, probably like 5 or 6 the way I'm gonna build it. The LED strip, DIY. I'm gonna put it like on aluminum backing, and then use the 3mm tape and tape it up to the top of the rack. That way I can see in there and I can get some good plants growing. I know I should leave it bare bottomed for the fry when they drop, so I can get the females out real easy. But that'll work. So I'm gonna get these tanks cleared out. I gotta take the hang-on backs off of them. I have sponge filters set up in all the tanks now, because I got the a 4-pack of the 20-gallon sponge filters each, so that'll be good. Island Queen's got to go for a bit, but I'll be back later if the stream's still going. Bye. All right, see you, Island Queen. What about the shrimp? What you got now? I got shrimp in this 3.5 gallon right here. I got shrimp in these 2 fancy guppy tanks that are pretty much fry. Like I said, I haven't filtered these. I just change water and I check them. But there's so many plants in here, it's crazy. So there's shrimp in these 2 tanks because I've seen them. I got shrimp in this 18-gallon tote, and I'm actually this Sunday by Island Queen, by the way, 18-gallon tote. I'm picking that up off the floor. I'm getting all the fancy guppy, any fry out of there, and then that's gonna get placed over there, and I'm probably gonna transfer 10 or 15 shrimps into the 18-gallon tote. I'd just rather have them grow out where I can see the shrimp in a glass tank, so I don't know. I gotta figure that out. I'm gonna probably, like I said, move that shrimp tank, maybe actually to this shelf near the 3.5 gallon, and this shelf right here will be for shrimp breeding. So I know I got a ton of cherry red shrimp, a bunch of snowballs, and a decent blue velvet population. So they're pretty good. And I'm looking into stock tanks because I'm actually gonna move this chair, finally get off my butt and do it. It might not be till spring though. Sweet. So that chair, the lazy boy chair, is gonna get moved. Either I'm gonna put it in cold storage, or I'm gonna clean out a lot of my closet and put it in hot storage, and then any boxes and stuff, plastic bins, put everything and put it in cold storage that I'd just have in storage just for now because I'm not using it. Get your stick together and start selling, bro. Oh yeah, I got you. Get my shit together and start selling. Yep, definitely. That's gonna happen. So I'm probably gonna just start so I can clear out a lot of the assorted guppies. Just sell them as like a trio, even fry. I don't care. I'll just put assorted. Or I'll put the best ones and be like, hey, these are been in a mixed guppy tank. Wish I lived in the States, laugh out loud. Yep. I think Mr. B said he's gonna hook me up with a straight line, like a pure line that he's got. He's got 2 pure lines going. That's he's gonna help me out with. He's gonna send some my way. So I might send him some of my fancy guppies or some shrimp or some plants, because I got a ton of Java moss, so I could sell that like in my 23 bro front. Yeah, Mr. B. Where's Mr. B from? I can't remember. I got a bad memory, Jason. Where's Mr. B from? I think Canada? No, I don't think he's from Canada. He's stateside. or in the U.S. I want to say Ohio or Kentucky or something like that. I don't know. He's in one of the southern kind of states. I don't think Ohio. I'm pretty sure it was Kentucky. Oh, is he? Yeah. As far as I know, Mr. B is in the States, but I could be wrong. I might be thinking of someone else. I might be goofing it up completely. So, yeah. So, if anyone that's in here that's lurking has any questions for me, feel free to ask. Toggle timestamps. Thought he was Canadian. Maybe he is Canadian. He could be Canadian just living in the States. So, yeah. I don't know, Jason. I know you've watched some streams. I don't like to keep showing the same stuff. It's just Captain. Yep. It's just us, Captain. Just me and you, laugh out loud, right? Well, it says there's 9 walks. Trying to afford some games. Hello. Oh, okay. Cichlid King Aquatics. Caught you, Captain. Yep. Well, I said I was going to do a live stream tonight, and I got to watch my phone because, okay, I'm at 52%. I'm good for now. But you know what? I will plug in my phone, even though I unplugged it from my computer. At least it'll slow down the bleed of how much stuff I'm losing. If you hear a boom, don't mind that. That's, hey, what's up, White? Long time no see, brother. Yeah, he was in my stream. I think I streamed last night. I can't remember. Everything's kind of a blur now. Close. Leave that right there. Theresa Cookie. Oh my God, Brady. Yeah. I know it's probably weird seeing me drink coffee and then take a swig of beer. That's just me for you. The coffee's keeping me going, otherwise I'd be like wanting to lay in my bed. So, yeah. I think White came out of hiding because he saw I was streaming again. I'm joking, I don't know. Bariso? Yep. Definitely. I'll go do a tour of the tanks. Probably not the kitchen tank because I don't feel like... hello? Oh, what's up, Petzotics? How you doing? Got 8 likes. That's awesome. Thank you, guys. I appreciate the support. What I think's happening when I keep... Theresa says, Cookie says, hey, Diego. Why I think I keep dropping below 750 is because people that went inactive are the slowly petering, dropping off the list through the YouTube's algorithm. Because it's like I get back to 750 and then it drops back to 747, 748. So I think I just need to get that push past 750 again. And then, of course, it's my fault because I dropped off the map for like 3 or 4 months in total. Did a couple streams and then got busy or whatever, and stuff happens. You know how that goes. The only thing I gotta watch is I have to be into work by 10 a.m. So, my mic is distorting. Really? Captain, YouTube adds subs to your account. Go look. You'll see channels. Yep, sub 2. Yep. My mic is distorting. Really? It shouldn't be distorting. Let me move it down a little further. Oh, I probably unclipped it. Oh, plus, mic sounds good to me. Maybe it's your connection, Cichlid King Aquatics. I mean, I just did a speed test, even though I'm streaming and all that. Captain beat me up. Yeah, right. It's good. So yeah, let's see. Don't mind me, guys, if you see me look at this way, even though I can't stream from my desktop for some reason right now, I'll go into the settings before when I wake up, or before I stream tomorrow night. I don't know. I might take a break tomorrow from streaming and maybe just do a couple videos when I get home and edit them and upload them. So I'm not slacking. Captain, you shoot? What do you mean, do I shoot? Do I shoot guns? I haven't for a while, but definitely something I've been thinking about going back into. I miss shooting weapons since I got out of the military, and some like buddies. Up here in New York, you can buy a shotgun and a rifle with no, you don't need a federal identification card. Got a hunting dog. Oh yeah, Molly's definitely a bird dog. Oh my God. Whew. I can't let her off the leash because she won't listen to me. She'll go chase a squirrel and like sit at a tree trying to get at it, to try to dig the tree out. Yep. No joke. She got away from me when I was trying to clip her up to her lead outside when I was living at my mother-in-law's for a short time. It's just a game, and that's all. Well, I don't have any real control over this mic because it's plugged into my cell phone, so I really can't touch it all that much. So I get kind of adamant when I'm talking on here because it's all good. It's the game, brother. It's all good. Yeah, if you have to, I'm sorry. You'll just have to turn me down, I guess. You know, with the cell phone, you really can't control the mic volume all that much. I like shooting targets. Yeah, I like shooting targets too, but no joke. Like, back to the story. I know this is definitely not fish related, but Molly, when she was younger, like a year-old puppy, I've only ever held a rifle, laugh out loud. I've shot 9mm. I've shot the SAW, which is the squad automatic weapon. Like, it's like an M16 on steroids, pretty much. It's a 5.56 or 5.56, or I can't remember. It's bad. I can't remember the numbers. I've shot in the 240 Gulf, which shoots 7.76 rounds, or 7.62 NATO rounds. I've shot a 50 cal. I shot a Mach 19, which is the auto grenade launcher. I've shot in the AT4s or whatever you want to call them, the shoulder, you know, for anti-tank rounds. I got to actually shoot off the line trailer when we were on a deployment, you know, doing a Cobra Gold in Thailand. I believe it was Cobra Gold then, which is a big line charge trailer. I think it's 1,250 pounds worth of C4 to clear like a minefield or obstacles or whatever. So yeah. Let's see. Let me see the chat. Fish Tropic says, I like shooting targets, fun. White says, yep, held an air rifle, laugh out loud. Clay. Or you can find places with moving objects. Fish Tropic says, savage. Like up here, all I have to do is get a hunting license up here, which I can just buy. You know, go to the Dick's Sporting Goods or something like that, and those, you know, you pay whatever, the $15-20, you get a hunting license for deer, bird, all that stuff. So like I was saying, I could buy a shotgun and I can buy a rifle here where I don't need an FID card, where in Massachusetts you could own a rifle, but there wasn't enough land for you to shoot a rifle on. So it was prohibited to shoot a rifle, so it was all shotgun for deer and all that. You know, that had bow season, so I went hunting quite a bit. So yeah. Or you can find places with moving objects. Well, up here there's so much farmland and stuff. I could just go to a couple of my buddies' places, get in touch with my buddy Josh, and see if I can't go up to his place. There's his dad's place. His dad's place got a cabin with a ton of land where they go shooting guns all the time, and see if I can't go up there, drop a 20 or 40 or 50 spot on them and be like, hey, here you go. Let's go buy some rounds. I want to shoot some of your guns. And we'll do that for the day. Fun times, you know? So, yeah. Alright, back to the fishy stream. What else have I done? Charlie, Ammo, Lima, Mule, Delta, Owl, Waldo next. Charlie, Lima, Oscar, Mike. I can't remember all the military stuff, but that's beside the point. If I wanted to talk really a lot about the military, to start up like a military channel on the side. I'm tipping my cans too. Laugh out loud, right? Cichlid Clean Aquatics, yep. I'm just trying to drink this beer that I did 2 days ago. Maybe it was last night. I think it was 2 days ago for the live stream. I had like a third left in it, but I was like, because I already polished off 2, I'm like, yeah, I gotta go to work by like noon, and I was up till 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning then doing that stream. I'm like, so I probably should stop now. Tip to tipping, yep. Honestly, Jason, if I get that stock tank eventually and I move that, all those big fish over here, I'm half tempted to fill that big tank behind me with nothing but pea puffers in the 125. Nothing but pea puffers. How many do you think I could fit in there? I would say, what, 50, 60, maybe 100 of them. Just to be on the safe side. Who's lurking? Yeah, if you're here, type something so I can give you a shout out. Like Fish Tropics here, thanks for the support. Cichlid Aquatics, check out his channel. Check out Fish Tropics channel. Say something in the chat if you're here. White's here, check out his channel. I don't know if he's created any videos. Yeah, so I like to give shout outs to the people that are supporting me because it only helps everyone else out. Even if you don't have a channel, make sure you sub to each other. Just because, you never know. Just because you don't have a channel doesn't mean you're not going to make content at some point. I love pea puffers. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't know what happened. I had 3, then it went to 2, then it went to 1. And then I just didn't rebuy because I can't guarantee. Like last time I got 3 pea puffers, I got the 4th extra. Molly, get over here. Now. Hey. Now. Sorry for yelling in the mic, guys. Down. Bad girl. She's scratching the hell out of my pine stand. I'm eating, but I'm here. So Theresa Cookie, thank you for stopping in or being here, showing your yeah. So yeah, I don't know where it's going at. I had the exact same thing, 3 to 1, and then it just disappeared. I don't know. And I was like, I made sure there was shrimp. You know, I would get krill and I'd break it up small. I made sure they had an ample supply of live brine, because I did actually start doing live brine for the last guy. TDS meter, yeah, I have a TDS meter. I checked it and it was clear. The water I purposely made, that was the one tank that if anything got a water change and it needed it, it was that, because I know pea puffers are really sensitive. Yeah, so these, Jason, no joke, these have not had water changes, these 2 10 gallons right here, but they're so heavily planted. You know, I checked with the TDS meter and the, you know, the test strips, the 6-way or whatever, to test for everything. Everything's perfect. You know, once it hits like 450, 500, then I'll go in here, drain like half the water, but it hasn't hit 500 in a while because it's just been little guppies and the amount of snails. So it's like anything that falls to the bottom gets eaten and the snails poop it out. Yeah, let's see. Hey, Tropics, this is Theresa Cookie. Cichlid Aquatics, I gave them a huge amounts of snails still. Yeah, leave them just to do small changes. Yeah. Well, I know, Jason, I was doing very tiny changes. I checked with the TDS meter to make sure it wasn't bad, and I do the 6-way strip, and it was like there was no ammonia spikes. The TDS was like between somewhere between 150 and 250. So say 200 average. What'd you say? Tropic. I gave them huge amounts of stills. Yeah, leave them just to do small changes. My tap water is over 700 TDS. That's pretty bad. That's a lot of dissolved solids in water. I thought that'd be out of the health regs. I know you're in Spain, if I remember correctly, White. Correct me if I'm wrong, though, please. That's really high. My TDS coming out of the tap, of course, it's well water. There's 6 giant wells where I live. They do chlorinate it during the summer to kill any bacteria once in a great while. So I do check weekly, but usually you can smell it coming out of the tap. And before I'll do a water change, I always test the water. I waste a strip or a half a strip to make sure there's no chlorine or chloramine. But I have Stress Guard or whatever, BIAPI, I have on order safe. You know, the powdered form is safe, or yeah. so I can kill all that stuff. So, glad I had snails. Assassin's eating them now, right? So that almost sounds like white. You gotta get an in-house or whatever. Yeah, I know. I use an RO filter, but the tap water is really bad. I wouldn't drink it. I'd definitely be filtering that stuff. Fish Tropic says the savage is here. Tell one, tell all. Late night live chat. Savage says come on. Peace, thumbs up. Yeah. Thank you, Jason, for promoting this channel. I appreciate that. I miss Jason's rhymes. He's had some good ones. All right, that's gone. For safekeeping right there for the empty. Once this one's done, that's the end of the live stream, guys. So whatever it takes me to drink about like 2 beers. So that could be about a half hour, 40 minutes, because I like to talk to you guys and I forget to keep drinking. Spell check. Yep. Cichlid King's Aquatics says Fish Tropic. I've had 18 assassins in a 29-gallon tank, and they ain't worth buying. No, but if you're trying to get rid of snails, assassin snails will wipe them out pretty quickly, though. Me personally, snails, I like them because I tend to be a little heavy-handed with feeding. So the snails population will go up. So that means I'm overfeeding too much for certain tanks. So then I know to dial it back a little bit. They help me fine-tune my tanks a little bit. It's all hype. Yeah, it's all hype. Take about 6 months to breed them. Breed what? Oh, yeah, 6 months. Don't gravel vac. Yep. Well, with plants, I try not to gravel vac but once every like 3 months. Unless the TDS or the tank water smells bad, then I'll gravel vac. Like that 18-gallon tote is crazy. It's like every 2 or 3 weeks I get a smell from it. No matter how much I do, and that's the one tank I pay attention to. When the water flow slows down after about a week and a half on that sponge filter, on that power head, then I know it's time to at least clean that. So every month I'll do a gravel vac on that tote. Assassin Snails sell at auctions. Yep. Well, even mystery snails will sell. Because I'm thinking, like, I have a ton of mystery snails. If my Fahaka puffer's eating them, not eating too much of them, I'll go back to krill or whatever. I just realized, because I tried to trim my beard up with my little clippers to get a straighter line, because this was all bad. So I don't like it because it gets itchy on there. Ram source snails, 20 bucks. 15 bucks for like 4. See, I would do ivory snails, but my ivory snails don't get really large because usually the big ones I feed to my Fahaka. I put them in the 20 long that the Fahaka's in. It's my Fahaka from snout or whatever, the nose to the tail is probably 4.5, 5 inches now, and I only got them at like a 1/2 inch to 1 inch size. So, I mean, I've only had the Fahaka, I want to say, maybe 6 months. I mean, I'm not power feeding them by any means, but I feed krill to my Fahaka puffer. I feed the snails. I've actually gotten clams on the half shell, just a small pack of them, a really tiny pack. And this, you know, I'll just scoop part of the thing off. So one big clamshell or on the half shell will last me like a week or 2. I'll just keep refreezing it, so I'll just scratch off a little piece and throw it in there. Let's see. Cichlid King Aquatics says, totally against the hype of assassin snails. They don't do nothing, maybe one a day, and the rest thrive. Their joke. Well, I think you just need to get a large enough population of assassin snails to be able to wipe the rest of them out. You know what I mean? Because you got to think they got to crawl all across the tank to just get to them. And if you really got a snail problem, just buy a snail trap. They're cheap enough. Put a piece of food in one area. You can make a DIY snail trap yourself. And you put a piece of food in there, like even a cucumber or something, and let it sit in there. All the snails, give it like 3 days a week. where the plecos can't get at it, yeah, it could spoil your water a little bit. But if you're changing water, keeping an eye on stuff, the food will get it. Let's see. Racetrack snails, 40 a piece. Yep. Fish Tropic says, I watch my assassin eat pond snails. Fish Tropic says, yeah, I do. They're fast. Cichlid King Aquatics says there's 18 in a 29 gallon. Okay. I don't know. So you got 18 assassin snails and you're still having a snail problem? Are you sure they aren't baby assassin snails? I've done many of those, yes. They do work. Yep, gotcha. Originally, I didn't want snails a long time ago when I originally got back into the hobby when I was living at my parents' house while I was going to school. I didn't want snails, but I think in some ways snails, depending on what they are, I don't want pond snails. I don't want really pest snails. I think snails help keep things going, and they can actually move the substrate a little and keep things kind of aerated and cleaned up in the tank, you know, because they'll eat the dead matter off of the plants, you know, anything that's dying back, they'll eat that. They won't touch a lot, really eat live stuff. As long as there's enough for them to eat in the tank, they'll just clean off whatever algae and food particles that fall on them. Besides that, I really don't have a problem with snails. I think it gives an added feature, you know what I mean? Cichlid King Aquatics says, oh, they're good snails, no doubt. Yeah, I like the mystery snails. Like, I know I've heard pond snails breed like crazy, worse than mystery snails, and they don't need much, and they'll destroy everything. Yep, exactly. I have yo-yo loaches, and no joke, when I move Java fern or Java moss or something with some plants from my other tanks that have snails on them, I don't care. I put them in there. The 3 yo-yo loaches and the 75 gallon will destroy the snails in a matter of hours. I mean, at one point, I think I call between big ones and small ones for the mystery snails, I swear the 3 loaches wiped out 40 or 50 snails that were on this one plant I moved in a matter of an hour, 2 hours. All I saw was snail carcasses on the bottom by the plant. Yeah. Yep. Looks like White says, I'm a pro snails, but still have loaches to keep the numbers down. Well, plus I know snails, if you're trying to breed and they're dropping eggs, I've this from people's YouTube videos, you know, heard that the snails, if they can get on the eggs, because really, unless a convict, cichlid, or whatever you're breeding is willing to push the snails off or doesn't let the snails get near it, they'll eat the eggs. You know what I mean? King Cichlid Aquarium says, yeah, I have, large yo-yo loaches in my snail tanks too. Can you imagine my problem? Well, if you got an excessive amount of snails, you're overfeeding, or there's enough material in there that the snails can do. I'd say cut back, do every other day feedings, light feedings, as long as your fish get enough food, you know. Then those yo-yo loaches will work overtime for food, and they'll wipe out all the snails. I mean, I've done it. Even with my guppy tanks with the fry, some days I'll go every other day skipping. Not every day do I feed. I don't think you have to feed, because if these fish were in the wild, even the fry, they're not going to get fed every day. They have to go search for it in nature. So, yeah. Cut back the food. Yep. Fish Tropic says, I've killed fish from having too many snails in a tank. Dose of levamisole, and it was a shit show. Clogged up the sponge. Also, it was crazy. Never seen so much poop. Yep. That's the one thing I will say about snails. If they're in a tank and a fish dies, sometimes I don't get to it, and then all I find when I do a gravel vac is I see little bones from guppies or whatever that get sucked up when I do a gravel vac. And that's if the snails didn't completely eat the bones too from fancy guppies and stuff like that. White says loaches won't won't go after snails if you're filling them up. Yep, with food. Let's see. Cyclic Kings Aquatics says we used to have puffers. They were sold, and now I'm stuck with this. Has nothing to do with the feeding. You think a snail could take down a guppy when it's sleeping? I think so. If the guppy was laying on the ground or on a plant, I think a snail could take down a guppy. Once one gets on it, you probably don't need. Yep, disappearing fish. Yep, definitely. I 100% agree that if a snail's hungry enough, it will eat something that's live. Probably the slime coat. Snails probably like the slime coat. You know? But dead fish, you know how no matter what you do, some guppies just die, or they're old age and they die, and you know, me, yeah, I try to make it a point to check the tank every day, but do I have the time to sit there and eye each tank for, like, with all the tanks I have? Because I have almost 20 set up right now, or almost 15, 14 or 15 set up right now between totes and stuff. I don't have the time to sit and watch each tank for an hour. Or, I mean, all the tanks for roughly an hour, sitting there for 5-10 minutes each tank, you know? I know I could spend a minute doing that, so... Fish Tropic says, how about crawfish with fish? Yes, crawfish, if they're hungry, I know this one from my blue lobster, which is a crawfish, right? The self-cloning blue lobster. Yeah, they will definitely, if they can get a fancy guppy that's sleeping, will definitely grab whatever they can grab if they're hungry enough and eat that thing. They'll just kill it. Fish Tropic says 5 minutes a tank while feeding. Yeah, when I feed, I do look at the tanks because I watch and whatever. White says, Cichlid, get another puffer, problem solved. Fish Tropic, I wonder if anyone has had issues with these crawfish busting silicone seams. My crawfish isn't big enough, and I know my Fahaka puffer gets fed because those self-cloning. Look at that. Look at Big Mama. Right there in the, I'm just watching when it posts she'll flip upside down and swim across the tank. It's not a swim bladder issue. She's always done it. Like, it's like she's trying to wave at me. Hey, thanks for feeding me. I would worry all day. I'm actually gonna move that self-cloning crawfish out, but I see little tiny baby crawfishes, right? And they come out of the other pleco case because I haven't removed them yet to move them to the 75 yet. And I see the little baby crawfish. I know my Fahaka fish puffer gets plenty of clones. You know, the self-cloning crayfish or whatever, the lobsters or whatever you want to call them. So my Fahaka puffer is not big enough to take down the main blue lobster, nor do I want them to. Yeah, skip food for a few days. I mean, what's the worst thing? You might lose some little baby, like if you got fancy guppies, you might lose some fry from the parents eating them, or other ones. Yeah, thanks. Fish Tropic says, I wonder if I got a self-cloning one. Yeah, well, I know for a fact I put ghost shrimp in my 20-gallon long where the Fahaka is. I know that's small for a Fahaka, but you know what? It's 12.5 inches wide. My Fahaka is only like just barely 5 inches, if that. And it's only about an inch, maybe at most 2 inches wide now in diameter. So I really don't need to move the Fahaka yet. But the Fahaka will be getting upgraded to a 40 breeder shortly. So I'll leave that one crawfish in there and let it self-clone into that tank, and then I'll take the little babies and feed them to the Fahaka. So it's like, so I got the self-cloning crayfish, which will be good because the hard shell on the crayfish is good for the Fahaka. I got the snails, I got krill. I do put live brine shrimp in there every so often. I supplement with ghost shrimp every so often after they've been quarantined for a little bit. Then once in a great while, because I got a ton of snowball shrimp, I'll throw snowball shrimp in the 20 long. So like they're fed. Fish Tropic says, I got an Australian red claw and a snowball one. Yeah, that's cool. Very nice. Let's see some pictures, or otherwise it didn't happen. How old do these crawfish have to be to reproduce? I started seeing my first babies after 30, 40 days. Kema Salazar, how are you? I don't know what you're saying, but let me try and translate that. Translate to English. Thank you. Oh, didn't do it. My white had molten 2 times so far. Yep, mine's molted probably 8 or 10 times by now. I've had it for a while, so probably 6 or 8 months. Yep. I make sure because I check the calcium levels because I know that aids in molting, proper molting. That's why I keep feeding snails, because as the snail shells break down, they add calcium to the tank. Yep. Yeah, mine molt pretty quickly too, Jason. Yep. Like I said, with the shrimp, even though I want to use the shrimp for profit, the snowballs, they breed like crazy in my tank for shrimp. So, like I said, every so often I'll scoop whatever I can get real quick. Maybe 5 or 6 shrimp, and I'll throw them right, like plop and drop right into the tank. And the Fahaka will chase them around, but it'll take a couple weeks for them to get them all. I've been adding calcium to my water changes. Yep. Well, Jason, you know me. I mean, I haven't shown anyone like a setup of a tank how I do it. Maybe the next tank, maybe when I set up the 40 breeder for the Fahaka, because that's the next stage. I'm going to slowly move the Fahaka up into bigger things. So I think the next home for the Fahaka will be the a 40 breeder, which will be in that corner, because I'm going to make 40 breeders in that corner right there, where the 10 gallon and the light is with the stand. I don't know what you're saying, Salazar, so if anyone can translate, let me know. How long does it catch fish? Oh, what if you're talking about the lobster? How long do they catch fish? A long time, bud. Though if it's hungry, if the blue lobster, the self-cloning ones, the big ones hungry, they will go after fish. Now the little ones might go after fry if they're laying low. He says capting is amazing. Okay, right? No, I just translated it. It goes away after a little while. How long does it catch fish? Yeah, for a while. I mean, the bigger the self-cloning one is, because they'll get pretty big. The claws will be pretty big. Like the one I have, the claws are probably 1.5 inches long and probably can open 1/4 inch or 3/8 of an inch wide. So that's big enough to catch onto a fancy guppy. And then once it pulls it, its little claws will tear little slivers off of a fancy guppy forever. So, oh yeah. But if you're talking, how long will it? Think how long have you kept fish? Oh, okay. Thanks, Theresa. I didn't see the first one. I've been keeping fish, if you include my childhood, probably off and on. I don't know. I debate about this. I want to say probably at least 10 years, probably going on 12 since I was a kid. Because when I was a kid, I had a fish tank for a while, probably 2 or 3 years. Yes. When I was a kid, but my parents did a lot initially. Initially, the first year I was pretty good about taking care of it, but then I got busy. But since I was at my parents' house and started after I got back from the Marine Corps, geez, probably solid anyway since I've been here. I've been at this apartment almost 3 years, so since I've been here and before at my parents', straight with no breaks, probably I would say 10 years. A solid 10 years, maybe pushing 12. Brian gets busy. You speak Spanish, or do you understand a little? I don't speak Spanish. I'm sorry, Salazar, I don't speak Spanish. I tried in high school to learn. I learned like the different numbers, but I'm not going to lie, I have a learning disability, so to learn a second language is hard for me, and I've been thinking about doing, the program that they have, where you learn by sight and learn like cues. I can't remember getting one of those and learning Spanish. But yeah, I don't understand any, like, I might understand some swear words and stuff like that just because I landscaped for like 16 years roughly, or somewhere between 13 and 16, depending, I don't know. Anyways, roughly 13 or more years. So some of the guys I worked with were from Guatemala, Peru, or, you know, different countries of Hispanic descent or Spanish descent. So I learned very little. Enough to say, like, come on, rapido, come on, let's do it. Quickly, let's get stuff done. So Fish Tropic says Brian gets busy. I don't know. Do I get busy? My hands are busy because I'm always talking with them. So, yeah. Let me see how I'm doing on the battery right now. 34%, so I'm going to eventually have to plug this into my bedroom. Hobless. What is that? Brian gets busy. Oh, okay. Since I've clicked Google to auto translate, it's all automatically translating whatever Spanish, automatically for now. So I have Google Translate on. I know Google Translate tries to do it does its best, but I'm sure certain words are lost in translation. No intendes. Do not understand. You speak English. Yep. Of course, White would talk in Spanish. I know I saw it, and then Google translated it in about 3 seconds before I finished that. You speak English. Yep. Equal. Laugh out loud. Everyone's making fun of me. I think I'm a pretty honest guy. Like, I'll be like, nah, I struggle with Spanish. Would I like to learn with it? Yeah, I think you guys know what I'm talking about. It comes in the yellow pad, like the yellow stuff. That's not naturally speaking. That's Dragon naturally speaking. I'm trying to remember. It's some program that you get books or whatever, and it shows you by pictures, and then you can say it and repeat it. Cerebro, lame, El Paso. See, enunciation, fish, lame brain. Yep. Everyone's typing Spanish. Fish, lame brain. Yeah, get me going on words that I can't really pronounce, and you guys will start laughing hard because I can't pronounce shit properly half the time. Well, on that note, 1 minute, por favor. I got my eyeballs are floating, so nature calls. Be right back. Mi idioma español. Es español, yes. Entiendo inglés, pero no logro. Yeah, good luck. I can't pronounce all that. I'll wait till Google translates it. I'll be back. Bathroom break. I'll wait till my battery almost dies before I move off this tripod because I'm kind of getting comfortable. I'll do a tour maybe when I actually do some more stuff. My native language is Spanish and English, and I will understand, but I cannot learn to write English well. Yeah, I get you. Brian likes ice cream. Yeah, I like ice cream, but it doesn't like my butt. That's a beautiful fish. Yeah, I know I'm blocking it. Before I had this big thing here, like I could zoom in on that camera on the stream and show the fish up close. Wow, beautiful fish. Yeah, listen, I like the fish. White says, I lived in Spain for 4 years and still do not understand Spanish. I have to use Google Translator. Yep. That's kind of a bummer. Like, I was stationed in Okinawa for almost a year, and I tried to learn a little bit, like, at least so I could say please and thank you and carry on a tiny bit of a conversation. But if you really want to learn the Japanese language, you got to try to find yourself a girl while you're there. Most people that learn the Japanese language over there are the ones that their first duty station is Okinawa, Japan, and they're there for 3 years. Or they're just really bright and they can pick up languages very easily, where it's harder for me, someone like me. So yeah. All right. How's the mic? Is it too close? Because I just don't want to be blasting people out. Maybe I'll put it down here. There we go. So we're back up to 11 people. I see that. Holy moly. I don't think that's right. It says 910 likes. I think my live stream is playing jokes on me. You guys, I'm not joking either. Hold on, let me flip the camera. It's telling me I got 910 likes right here. Let me zoom in. Do you guys see that? Sorry for the unsteadiness. 910 likes. It says only 10 likes for me. I think it's screwed up. Mike's better now. Yeah, I put it really far down. See, if you look, it's down here, so it's like probably a little over a foot from me. Don't mind me. I got this mic I have is really good. It's a lapel mic, but it's meant to be like on a camera, you know, like plugged into like a high-end camera, like a Canon 70D, 80D, something like that. So where you're across the room and you can zoom in with the remote and stuff like that. So yeah, let me see where we're at for 30%. It's cool. All right, I think I'm gonna unplug from here and I'm gonna retire to my room and zoom in on the 75 gallon because I enjoy watching that tank since it's the newest tank I set up. You know, with the breeding action that's gone. I gave you a like for sure. 10 likes, 11 watching. Gracias. I don't know why it's not translate to English. Come on. Yeah, me subscribe, blah, blah, blah. I think that means subscribe. Okay. Options. Always translate to English. Thank you. Come again. Close Google Translator. Optimistically cynical? Oh, well, so, believe it or not, I've never seen a raccoon I didn't want it to fuck. You feel me? Yeah, I can understand. I don't know why I just said that out loud, but yeah. There you go. Report. There you go. Bye-bye. I don't need people in here. New England Endler, help! I found a leech in my shrimp tank. Ah, just pull the leech out. How the heck did you get a leech in your shrimp tank? Alright, now, you guys don't want to see me do this, but let's see. I'll leave a... Alright, so... Now, I know this mic has its own battery, but let me flip this around. I think you've seen enough of my ugly mug. Don't mind that. I got to top this tank off with how dry it is. I actually cleaned a lot of the duckweed out the other day, and I put it in here. Actually, I think today. Maybe it was early this morning. I can't remember. So there was a lot more duckweed, but the goldfish and bunking in here, I've been wiping it out. So, and these guys think they're gonna get fed again, so that's not happening. So here's the 18-gallon tote with all that duckweed. There's a lot of Naha grass in here. Then I got these snail breeding tanks. Some filter media that I'm just letting sit. That's anaerobic bacteria. Then I got this tote. All that's in here is some shrimp and a bunch of fancy guppies. I got the New England Endler. What can I do that won't hurt the shrimp? This net the leech out. You know, I don't think there's anything that you can do to kill the leech besides grabbing it. Just bought some plants online. Yeah, that's cool. Like I said, got these. Yeah, so there's the fancy guppy. There's the big one. Big mama. Then you got the gold severum here. Then the two turquoise severums. The two scarlet goldfish. And that other one, random one. Then I got the shabunkin in here. And there's 4 or 5 hyphen plecos in here. And then I got the Jack Dempsey right there. Obviously can see the movement. Take the leech out, pour salt on it, and freeze it. It should kill it. Yep. I'm hoping one of these guys is a female or a male, or to breed with the big mama there when they get big enough. I'd love to see some Oscar babies. So this has rubber lip plecos, a bunch of fancy guppies. Pretty much I cleared that tank out of all, drained that down and moved any guppies, but a few in here that it didn't get caught. So all the super reds and chocolate peclos that were in there went magically into this 75. Now, like I said in other live streams, if you're just joining the channel new to where, I added 2 20-gallon sponge filters to this. Before, this used to be covered in the top with duckweed. Now it only sticks around here on this filter by this, you know, Aqua Clear 70. I keep putting that big plant, that Apondagedian or whatever it is. I can't remember what it is. It's been too long since I bought it. I keep putting it under here. The convicts and other fish keep moving it. I know there's wigglers chilling somewhere. The convicts are protecting stuff, but they think they're gonna get fed. I got some rasboros in here. Then you got the yo-yo loaches, 3 of them in here. Many convicts. The one angel. All the super reds are in here besides the ones from the 20-gallon. There's a chocolate pleco there. So there's like 8 or 10 super red plecos in here. They are breeding. I know there's a male sitting in this fanning the eggs. And in here, there's a chocolate female or male in there. I didn't move the huts, but I'm going to move the other pots, the terracotta pots, and the other cave dwellers. I'm going to get all the super reds out of the 20 long in the kitchen. I'm going to put them in here, and then eventually I'm going to move these convicts once they're big enough to a different tank, let them finish growing out there. Maybe I might, I know the convicts got a lot of space in here right now, but I'm probably going to move them to the 125, or at least any of the big ones. The rest are too small. They'll be feeder fish. It's in the snow. Haha, I just don't want to find any more bleaching plants. Yep. We got this little Nana Petite that used to be whatever. It's grown pretty well in here. Got the sword. Got Naha grass in here. Christmas moss, flame moss. Whatever those little grass plants are, I can't remember what they are, but they're trying to grow. I got a combination of a bunch of different plants in here. A lot of them end up floating because I keep replanting them and the convicts keep digging holes. So, move, Molly. It's probably gonna tell me, yeah, I'm down to 22%. Bleaching plants from now on. Yep. Or if you put them in a salt bath, well, no, you don't really want to salt them. So I don't know. So I got fancy guppies in here. I got them for like 10 cents a piece from that one shop in Burlington. They're actually some high-end endlers and kind of a mix. They were selling them for like 20 cents a piece. So I'm like, yeah, give me like 30 of those or whatever. It came out to like 10 bucks or something a long time ago. So I just left those in here. So if I figured if the convicts ate them, they ate them. Or whoever did, even the angel picked at them. But you can see, I'm pretty sure these big fat ones are the females because they got no color. And then the smaller ones with the color around their belly or right behind their gills are the males. Don't mind that. I had that on here. This was actually covered literally with the amount of duckweed. See that big thing? That's all duckweed wrapped. And that's from the AquaClear. This thing literally had the sponge filter and size, this pre-filter right here. I'm not worried about it. I don't care if the AquaClear chops up the duckweed at this point. I'm actually thinking of moving some goldfish in here to wipe out a good portion of the duckweed. There's some more super reds. Then I got the albino chocolate pleco chilling right there on the crossbeam. That's him. Let's see, what else is going on with this tank? I've lost people since I'm not showing myself. There's a male with the orange. I like these yo-yos. Believe it or not, these yo-yos are 3 times the size of them now. I mean, the yo-yos, since I got them, have had 3 months to grow out in this tank. They were like this little tiny things, and I was worried about the convicts killing them. But they're fine. The convicts will chase the yo-yos away if they get too close to the babies. So many plants for there. There's one of the chocolate pleco females. Kind of small still. I think just big enough to start breeding. But look at that super red. Not bad, not bad. Live chat. So you got the yo-yos digging the substrate, moving stuff around. I'm surprised the convicts aren't chasing them away. So maybe the babies can take care of themselves, or maybe they were in that hut. The parents got them to get into that, the free swimming ones. I don't know. I've lost count that of about 25 little babies between all the ones that are breeding in here. And there's Miss Molly Dolly scratching the hell out of my thing because she's trying to get at the plecos. Up there goes. There's some breeding action. There's the female trying to keep her babies from getting messed up. Sorry about all this debris in the water. This tank actually is pretty clean. If I could just get, not that I have a problem with duckweed, but this tank has a little bit of a problem with duckweed. It's good to keep things stable though. Easy, girl, easy. Sorry if the camera's moving up and down quite consistently. Molly gets so damn excited. She's panting, so. And now that I'm definitely watching this, she's gonna be even more going nuts. Yeah, you're a good girl. You Alright guys, that's that. I think I might move the my wall charger out here so I can still stream live and go back to my sitting position, I guess, out in the other room. It's funny to see the lag. The only problem with this thing, I don't have a long enough cord to reach down to the ground where it's got to plug in. So let me flip this around. Still looking good, Brian, and sorry I'm still here just rolling myself a smoke. Yep. And it says based on my battery usage, this should last till 3 a.m. What time is it now? So it gives me an hour with live streaming. So let me see if I can't plug this in and move this where it's close enough that I can plug into something that's high enough. Because this cord's only 3 feet long, so it kind of gives me a little trouble to plug it in places. Yep, let me just move. I don't know what that's to, but hopefully I don't lose anything. There it goes. All right. Now, there we go. Oh, much better. Lurking, looking good, Brian, and sorry, still here. Yep, just rolling a smoke. Yep. I want to do more things to the 75, but I think I'm gonna have to move out the why did the thing become all pixelated all of a sudden? Maybe it's just my side. 720p. Are you guys showing any lag? Here, let me refresh the page. Theresa Cookie says it's 8 p.m. here, time to get the kids ready for bed. 8 p.m. so that means you're 6 hours behind me, or you're ahead the following day. Because 3 hours back would be 11 o'clock West Coast time, so that makes me think you're heading towards Japan or something like that, Teresa. Where are you located, or what, you know, country or city or state do you live in? So see you later, Teresa. I'll catch you on the flip side. Thanks again for showing your support. All right, now the stream looks good. It's a laugh out loud, 8 p.m. It's 8:05 a.m. here, unless that's what she meant to write. 8 a.m. here. Oh, ready for bed? Okay. Where are you located? It's 8 p.m. She could be over in the far eastern part over by Russia. You know what I mean? Because Okinawa, Japan was like 16 hours ahead, or 14 hours ahead. I was 14 hours ahead over there. So what's 14 from here? That would be, oh, you're in New Zealand? Okay, so New Zealand is what? Over by Australia and stuff, north of there? Or kind of more western? I can't remember where New Zealand is. Yep. Well, have a good night. Get the kids to bed. If you want to come back, well, I'll probably still be streaming. I know I said I got till this beer's done, so I'm about halfway. Now that I'm charging properly, yep, battery's back up to 16%. Good. Gotta love USB 3.0 or the C chargers. So live, back to live. See what notifications I'm getting. If you guys got any questions for me, throw them out. I can answer them. I know it's a lot of the regulars that I used to have in here. Let me give a little quick shout out. So we got Fish Tropic, Theresa Cookie, White. Let's see. New England Endlers in here. Cichlid King Aquatics is here. Kema Salazar is here. Let's see. Island Queen was in here at one point. Let's see. I'm just scrolling up to the beginning of the chat. Alright, well. Cool. Cool. So if you're here, say something in the chat so I can give you a quick shout out. Even if you don't have any content, just want to give a shout out to people that are lurking here. And I appreciate the lurkers. It's still showing 7 watching now, so yeah. I can't believe it's been like a year. I got those lights around Christmas last year, just to add like some cool effect. And that was before the stand was here. I didn't get this stand till the beginning, like earlier this year. Probably what, February or March or something of this year. So I haven't had the stand all that long. Well, anyways, have a good night, Theresa. Thank you again for stopping in. I'm from the future. Haha. Right? Oh yeah, let me talk about the giveaway if you haven't read the description. Excuse me, 750 sub giveaway. I know it's been running forever because I've disappeared, come back. In the description it'll have a video. All you gotta do is be subscribed, like the video, share the video, like it says, not required but highly suggested. Make sure you comment many times on the video. Just don't spam, otherwise it'll lock your comments out and make me have to approve everyone else's comments. Please keep the comments clean, just because my son does read them and looks at them. I mean, he's 11, so he pretty much can almost read every word now. I know he struggles a little bit like I was when I was his age with reading. Giveaway prizes, it's going to be by a random generator. TubeBuddy has the random comment selector, so the more times you comment, the better, and your higher chances of winning. So right now, I know at one point I said I was going to give a $50 gift card. I'm going to keep it to a $25 Amazon gift card. Then the 2 runners up are going to get a $10 gift card. So 3 people will win. First place is $25. First person gets their comment selected, and then second and third. So make sure you check it out, share it, like it, love it, want more of it, you know, type of shit. Good SEO score on this. Why is it popping those windows over there? Jesus. Alright, so... All right, so what have been up with your fish tanks lately, buddy? Anything new? Same with you, Fish Tropic. What are you up to lately? So pretty much most tanks need a little bit of a water top off. I'll test them tomorrow or Sunday morning when I get up Sunday morning, test everything, make sure everything's straight with the water parameters, do any water changes I need to. Maybe I'll even do a live stream of it in the morning. But I gotta start watching my time now because I have to be out of my place by 9 o'clock or 9:20 my time to get to work by 10. So, but I have a lot of overtime this week, so if I'm a little late, I'm a little late. Technically, I'm not supposed to be there till noontime. I'm just coming in at 10 just in case the overnight hasn't been relieved or there's no one that shows up in the morning and they got stuck there till 10, from 10 to 10, like a 12-hour shift, which happens sometimes. So let's see. Sorry for the squeaking. I know that annoys. Gotta hit some with WD-40, and of course I would do that. That's funny. That's just because I got the damn extra cable in my pocket. That's why that fell. Gotta love the live mistakes that I make. You guys should check some of my old live streams. For anyone that's new, just look at some of the old live streams where I've done water changes, and I've gotten so engrossed in this that 125's overflowed or the sump has overflowed when I had the sump running on that 125. I don't currently right now. I do have the filter meter in the 5-gallon buckets though that are at room temperature, so they sit between 60, right around 69.5 degrees. Which I have snails breeding in there. Yeah, it's probably a little cool, but whatever beneficial bacteria is on the sponge and the filters and all that media. The sump, honestly, the pump that I use for the 125 when I was running the overflows for the 125, when I do get the stock tank, that pump will be moved for the stock tank, and I'll have that probably run through a little like 5-gallon like filter, canister filter type thing. Was happy to find the tank on the side of the road the other day. Cleaned it up and got it cycling. Yep. Well, remember if you remember the adage, if you got other media cycling in a tank just to get beneficial bacteria growing on it, you can use that media because it's seeded with probably some beneficial bacteria, even if it doesn't have air running over it. At least it has some beneficial bacteria where you can move it to another tank and help seed that tank. Make that like a pre-filter for your filter or whatever you're setting up on that tank. Also, you can move plants in there. You can move substrate from one of your tanks in there. You know, dig up a corner. You know, all that helps with getting the tank cycled quicker. But I'm sure you know that. I don't have to repeat that, but this is a friendly suggestion. Yeah, I've done that. It's just a little cloudy still. I think I want Shellies. Yeah, I thought about setting up a Shelly tank myself a long time ago. But it's like, I should really start focusing if I want to get breeding going and I want to start making extra money and make this fish room make a little bit of money on the side. I got to start getting something breeding. Whether I start selling shrimp or I start clearing out some of the excessive amounts of moss or Java fern that I have. But like, and stuff like that, sell some mystery snails, like, you know, 1/4 inch, 1/8 inch, 1/2 inch, inch. You know, like sell 10 for $4 or something, or whatever the going rate is at the time. You know, I got to start selling stuff and try to start making some money back, because that'll only help me get bigger and better things slowly but surely. Yeah, I agree, Brian. Put some ads up on Facebook or whatever. Yep. Well, that's what I was going to do with Facebook Marketplace. You can set it to go 50 miles, 100 miles in a circle from your current location where you live, and anyone that's selling stuff, I could sell, hey, selling assorted fancy guppies. If you're looking for cheap guppies instead of going to PetSmart and you know they're going to be healthy, I'll sell them to you for cheap. We can meet somewhere. I'll bring them to you for like a trio for 15 or 20 bucks for a trio. We'll meet somewhere in the middle so I don't have to ship. Otherwise, if it's over 50 miles and I don't have the chance to meet you, you know. Yeah, that's it, bud. Need to get on that. Yep. I mean, I got enough fancy guppies, and if I could sell the fry, I know a lot. If they're anything like me and about most people, me personally, I like to see stuff start real small and then grow over time. You know, just fascinated with the process, the life process. I know fancy guppies from going from free swimming fry when they're born to like inch, 2 inch, three, or from free swimming, you know, when they're born or dropped or whatever, the mother drops the fry, going from the fry state to like an inch or half an inch, 3/4 of an inch. It's pretty quick depending on how much you feed them and what the water quality is like. I know you probably can power feed them and get them to like an inch, inch and a half, 2 inches long, probably within like, 3 months, 2 months, 2.5 months. Jason would know better than me because he power feeds a lot of his stuff. Me not so much, and I'm curious. Oh, that goes to the pump. All right, air pump. So yeah, that's what's been going on. I don't know. I might call it quits here shortly because I am getting tired, even though I'm drinking coffee. Yeah. So I'm at an hour and 36 minutes streaming based on that. I think I'm going to start doing what like Bob and Corey and all them say, hey, I got an hour, after an hour it's done. You know, or play it by ear and say, hey, once I start feeling like I don't really have much more to talk about, probably cut the stream there, because no one wants to sit, especially if they watch the replay like some people do. I don't know if people jump around. Like, I know Jason's Fish Tropic's been saying he's been watching it. Other people like Mr. B's or people that miss it, hey, I watched the vid. You know, it's pretty good, thank you. You know. But, you know, I can't expect someone to sit there for 4 or 5 hours and watch a live stream. I know you can put it on watch later, or it'll show up in your history where you can go back and save your point. Yep. Nick the Dick, what's up, dude? Long time no see. How you been? Are you still living at the same place, or did you move? My brother from another mother. Yep. Wow, a long time. I see your feeds in Facebook and stuff, and I try and comment. You know what I mean? Whoever's on my friends list on Facebook. You're in Idaho now. That's right. That's right. I remember you saying you were moving. I just couldn't remember where to. So how you liking Idaho now? I'm sorry if I'm really loud. Like I said, I get it easily excited sometimes where seeing people that I used to live stream with or just talk to in chat. Yeah, I had to get out of Cali. Well, Cali is quite expensive. A lot of people too. Believe me, I miss living in Cambridge right outside Boston and having Cambridge have like 1 million plus people in it. White says I've bred pygmy gouramis, beta, killifish, guppies, angelfish, shrimp. They're all easy to breed. Yeah, too expensive. Welcome, Nick. Yep. So I'm thinking of looking on Aquabid. I'm interested in possibly picking up pea puffers or seeing what they got and seeing maybe if I can find some koi angels to see if I can't get some angels to breed. Let's see. Nick the Dick says slowly getting my fish back to home. Get my fish back to. Oh, okay, gotcha. Now, did you take all your tanks with you? Did you drain them? Like, I don't know what you did. Did you sell a lot of your stuff off and then you're slowly rebuilding? At a local LFS till I have the space. Gotcha. Makes sense. I assume you didn't truck all your tanks across country. You probably sold them or gave them away for nothing at a certain point to just get rid of them. I could see that. Been there, done that in Massachusetts. When I kind of up and moved in about 2 or 3 weeks flat. Yeah, I did. I kept them all. Oh, you kept all your tanks? Cool. I get what you're saying, though. It takes time to reset tanks back up. And then you gotta, in a way, recycle, because once you take all the water out of the tanks, you know, you're starting that whole cycle again. I plan on taking all my tanks back to to UK with me. Yeah, nice. Nice, White. Oh, and when I move, I eventually will move from this apartment, I'll have professional movers come in, and then I'm just gonna have a ton of 5-gallon buckets, or depending what, I'll put all the same fish if I can in a smaller tank or a big tote that can hold them, and I'll just have multiple totes, and I'll do 3, 4, 5 trips if I have to get all my fish to wherever. Or like if I got a ton of fancy guppies, unless I'm really breeding a specific pair, you know, line, get a really strong pair line going, you know, a certain strain, then I'd probably save those and move those. You know, I'd pick and choose what I move. Anything that's pretty regular that I can go without, I'll try to sell or give away the fish. Gonna be a bit of a road trip. Yep, gotcha. This is why. Nick the Dick says my neck is jacked. Nick the Dick says got a dog named Ellie. That's cool. Yep. I still got Molly. She's laying in the bed. I don't know if you've seen any of my new stuff. I got that 75-gallon tank that's in the bedroom, and I got rid of the 10s. They're all on the rack, besides the one shrimp tank. Then the QT tank I'm gonna move up because that's a 10-gallon. So, Nick the Dick says I may come to New York for New Year's. Well, from where I am to New York is like a 4.5, 5-hour drive because I'm up in upstate New York. Excuse me. That's driving down the thruway to get to the thing. Me personally, I don't really like big crowds anymore since serving in the military, and yeah, my post-traumatic stress disorder will fucking act up. I mean, if I'm drinking, I'll probably be okay, but no, I'm good with large crowds like that. I don't need to go to New Year's. So, yeah. And of course, Nick, you come in and you know, I'm probably only gonna stream, if I'm lucky, about another half hour. I may come to New York for New Year's. Never done that before. Just no joke, people camp out like 2 and 3 days, sometimes a week ahead of time. You know what I mean? As soon as New York will let you start staying on the sidewalks or whatever, like you get locked into a position and then you can't move. Yeah, you can go at movies and food and stuff like that, but you got to think some of those people are literally camped out 72 hours or more ahead of the ball drop in Times Square. The same, Brian. I don't want to do big crowds anymore. Yeah, well, that's just because, you know, I've seen what a roadside bomb will do to crowded areas, IADs. I mean, they didn't start really picking up. I mean, they did have explosions, and we avoid those markets when we were providing security for the different convoys while I was in Iraq during the war. You know, the IEDs weren't that big, but they started as, you know, halfway through my deployment there, they started becoming a bigger and bigger thing. And of course, our rules of engagement changed. Like, if we were protecting like certain gateways or roadways coming into checkpoints and stuff like that, if the car wasn't stopped, they got shot up. So yeah, long story short, Nick the Dick says I'm in major pain, like to the point moving around kills me right now. What do you still have the old place? Are you just making trips to Cali to what'd you say you were? Let me see. This is how bad my memory is. Idaho. So are you still driving from Cali, or do you already have everything and it's in storage, like they transported it to a storage unit and then you're slowly moving stuff from storage over? Yep, I still have the Oscars. I added 2 a long time ago. There are about a third of the size of the Big Mama, the one that's on the screen going behind the rack right now, that's doing barrel rolls. Now I'm completely moved to Idaho in storage. Yep, gotcha. And of course, storage places won't let you, they don't want you using their electricity. Otherwise, you could set up some of your tanks in storage and this, you know, every day or every other day go and feed them. But then how do you do water changes, you know? You'd have to have like a 50-gallon tote or a old food grade, like, you know, barrel gallon of water that's treated, which is whatever temp, and that's added, you know. So yeah, well, You'll eventually get everything moved, Nick. I know it takes time, especially if you're working and all that. You don't have as much time to move everything. Or when you're done with work, you don't even feel like streaming or, doing anything. I know how that goes. That's how I was like 4 months ago. But it is what it is. And I am slowly fading, or I'm starting to fade pretty quick now. So we're up to an hour and almost 46 minutes streaming. I'm going to try and go for another 15 minutes, but I'm not going to push my luck because I still have to get up and take Molly out, and Molly will start moving and start nudging my bed around 6:30 in the morning. And usually by 7:15, 7:30 my time, I'm taking her out. If not sooner, it all depends on how much I sleep. No joke, last night I should have gotten up and streamed at like 1:30 in the morning yesterday. Yep. Maple Street Aquatics, hey, how you doing? Long time no see. Well, since the last live stream, but I'm just excited to see everyone. Welcome, Maple. Yep. Squirrel. Yeah, welcome. Thanks. Yep. Anyone got any big plans for the holidays? I know my parents are moving to Delaware from Massachusetts, so instead of having somewhere between 4.5 and 6.5 hour drive, depending on how many times I stop and whether or not I have my dog with me, now I'm more like an 8 to 10 or 8 to 10.5 hour drive, depending on how quick I drive. Nick the Dick says you should see my yard. It's huge, Brian. Yeah, I can hear that. I keep telling myself and keep telling the people I work, my co-workers, as soon as I know, if you don't know, me and my wife are separated. I see my son like 3 days a week based on how my schedule is now. I work on Thursdays, which is my day off. Normally I had 5 when I was at the other place working for the same company. But since I'm here now, I pick up on my Thursdays. I'll work from like 10 in the morning till like 2 in the afternoon, so that gives me 4 hours, or 9 in the morning till 2, and then I'll go pick my son up at school on Thursdays. It's like every other Thursday. It all depends on who's working, who's taking vacation. Nick the Dick says all my family is 14 to 16 hours away. Yeah, so my parents are gonna be like I think 9 to 12 hours, depending on traffic and what's going on. Because where my parents live in Delaware, they're like 2 hours north or northeast or northwest of my sister's place in Great Falls, Maryland. And my sister literally lives 15 minutes from downtown DC. So my brother's 12 hours away. My brother Paul, from where I am, he's my oldest brother. He's in Bangor, Maine, and I think that's an 8 or 10 hour drive from here. Just because Bangor is way up in Maine. I think Bangor, you got about an hour from the border of Canada, if I remember correctly. He's like dead center, almost the furthest north you can go. And then my brother David lives in Philly, which is probably an 8 to 10 hour drive, depending on traffic. Say a solid 10. I'll just go with 10 for Delaware and where my brother lives now, Pennsylvania, Philly. So yeah, believe me, when I go to visit my parents, I'm going to see who's local there. And I know if I was going to my sister's or whatever, going to hang out there, Molly, stop your nonsense. Nick the Dick says, do you know there is a town in Russia called Batagay? That's funny. However you swing is your call. Whatever floats your boat, I don't judge. Sorry, I get distracted, especially when I'm tired. I see fish moving, so I will naturally look. I'm on another continent from my family. Yep. Nick the Dick says, roll on the floor. That shit made me laugh for like 20 minutes. What shit? Well, what made you laugh for 20 minutes? I'm missing the jokes. I'm sorry. Maybe I'm missing other things in the chat. I keep forgetting thinking of that movie. The town name when I first heard it. Yeah. I think everywhere, even in the U.S., there's names that sound like inappropriate things. But our mind's got to stop going to the gutter, as I call it. But mine lives in the gutter pretty much permanently. I guess when you really become an adult and serve in the military, if not in the military, depending on your personality, everything eventually becomes the gutter because your mind just goes there. The town name when I first heard it, yep, I gotcha. So let me see how what was this charged? I'm at 38%, and I was at 16% about 30 minutes ago, so it is kind of quickly picking up the charge, so that's good. Maybe I'll do a quick tour before I crash out for the night. And don't forget to check the description, boys. There is a giveaway, so if you comment on that video link that's down below, like it, subscribe, it's greatly appreciated. The random drawing will be definitely this weekend. We got snow here. Yep. Oh, DubRexy21. Excuse me. How are you doing, Missy? Don't take Missy the wrong way. Captain, good day to you, sir. I slacked off on water changes today. I got over 30 degrees Celsius, Melbourne, Australia. Yeah, gotcha. Hey, Dub. Yep. How's it going? I haven't seen you upload a video in a while because I know I'm still subbed to you unless YouTube algorithm dropped me. But let me check. Pretty sure I'm still subbed to you. Definitely a younger girl, which is nothing wrong with being young, but definitely, yeah, I'm still subbed. You got 396 subs. Congratulations. Yeah, you got 8 views from Goldfish Egg separated from the good from the bad. So you're staying up on the videos. That's good. That's awesome. Keep up the good work, Dub. I'm happy for you. Goldfish eggs galore for Dub. Yep, exactly. I try to, like I said, I'm subbed to so many people. I try to, Nick the Dick says I do vape videos now. So you kind of like, what's his name, Josh Greenlee or whatever, a little bit, where he does beard videos and how he treats his beard and gets it to grow, and he does vape videos, and then like every once in a while he does aquatic fish that he has. DubRexy21 says, you have given very positive words, thank you. I remember when you asked me to shout you out a long time ago. What's it been, 6 or 7 months ago? And you went from what? I can't remember. I think you had 12 subscribers up to 25 or 30 really quickly, and close to 100 over a couple months or something, as more and more people came in. Yeah, but I actually explore Laugh Out Loud. Yeah, that's cool. Honestly, I've been tempted sometimes, because I talk about the military a lot and post-traumatic stress. I've been tempted to start a channel between post-traumatic stress, what military life is like, you know, give an explanation based on my opinion. Sorry, I keep hitting the mic. And stuff like that for a channel, and see how that takes off. You know what I mean? Because just like anyone, you eventually get bored of doing things. And I know I'm getting back into here, but variety keeps me going, you know. Takes my mind off things. I love doing the live streams, but, you know, I find, in my opinion, that I start talking about the military more and more if people will ask me. Nick the Dick says, you know you can get PTSD from life events too, right? Oh, I know. I have some stuff from my childhood. But I'm saying the stuff that more comes up, what I think about is more the military stuff. Yeah, I had other things when I was a kid. Everyone's gotten post-traumatic stress disorder in some degree during their life, like being a kid, all the way up to an adult. You know, how a boss treats you when you're not used to getting yelled at the very first time. You probably remember the first time you really got yelled at from your place of work or a place of employment. You got that one, you learn how people can be in a place of employment really quickly. Real life hits you hard. Yeah, I know, and that's what I was thinking. Geared towards military, geared toward post-traumatic stress disorder, based on childhood, stuff like that. You know? I'm sure that would be, you know, helpful to certain people that are going through different things. You know? Just talking about stuff and whatever. Not that I'm a professional psychologist or anything like that, but just give it based on my opinion, you know? And you can take it like IFG says, what does he say? Inquisitive Fish Guy or whatever. I can't remember his first name right now for the life of me. But IFG says, yes, this is my opinion. Take it as it is. It's my opinion. It's not fact. It's, you know, everyone's things, yeah. Yep. They have a bearded movement for that. John, I think. Yeah. Cool. Oh, you're talking for IFG, John? Yeah. I could be wrong. Yeah, I watch IFG when he posts new videos. I try to keep up on certain people, but it's been hard lately with work. It's like, do I stream or do I watch other people's videos? So when I'm struggling after a stream, or if I'm not streaming that night, I'll watch videos, or whenever I have free time, usually on late Saturday night after I stream, if I stream. Sunday during the day with my son, I try not to stream while he's here, because it's not fair to him, and my wife doesn't want my son on the stream, and my son still doesn't realize that, you know, not that I want him to lie to his mother or myself, that she doesn't want him on the live stream because she's like, he's 11. I don't think it's appropriate. It's like, you know how many families have kids on their live streams and they make it more of a family channel, and you know, it's a huge hit. But that's, you know, things for me and my wife to work out. But I think I'm going to start incorporating them into the thing so I get more participation out of them. So I could be wrong. Nick says, I've been so stressed lately, so I've not been posting. That's how I was like for 4 months ago. I came back for a short time where I did 2 or 3 live streams, and it's like, yeah, I'm back now. You know, everything's good, but you know, I hit my moments too. When things gets really hectic and you just get down in the dumps or whatever, this is really stressful. A lot of my stress comes from money issues and other stuff like that. So that's why I got to really think what's important and really prioritize if I'm going to do anything. I want to make sure I can pay my bills. Obviously, everyone wants to pay their bills. I can put food on the table for my son and I. I can do stuff with my son. Even if the fish keeping stuff has to take a hit, it takes a hit. At least I got what I have. I'm grateful for what I have, and I could always move plants around. I could do rescapes. You know, there's other options. You can do a lot to the current tanks you have. Nothing says you have to keep buying, you know, even though I'd love to. I love to be you know, fairly wealthy where I can just afford to keep doing stuff. Nick the Dick says the November movement is for men of all affections. Yep, I hear that. So yeah, cool. Oh, we're approaching 2 hours. Thank you again. Might as well polish off whatever little, the 1 or 2 big gulps of coffee I have left. Maybe 3. That's done. Nick says the light of champagne of beers. Yep. Dubrexy says, Captain, and to those here, also, I'm sorry if I haven't been as active lately. Life problems have been in the way. I'm slowly getting back to being supportive to others as they are to me. Yep, that's what I'm trying to do. even though I took my breaks, I was still commenting, and well, every so often I join a live stream, or join and watch someone's live stream and comment, say hi, and then I kind of, when I'm watching someone's live stream, I lurk unless whatever, because I'm trying to listen to what they're saying, and most of the time a lot of live streamers are reading people's comments, and it's like, if I can help someone out and I type something, I'll type something. So just keep up, do what you can, Dubrexy21. Everyone has real life stuff that comes up, you know. It seems like for me a lot lately, it's like been like every 2 weeks, month and a half, things have come up with family or whatever. Family getting sick and being in the hospital, emergency rooms, family passing away unexpectedly, whatever. Everyone has things that happen where it's out of your control. If this happens, and you know, priorities are priorities, and priorities change quite quickly depending on what's going on. So so we got 9 watching, and let's see, about 3 or 4 people chatting. Fish Tropic, are you still there? Jason, are you lurking? Or are you doing water changes? Are you eating dinner? I don't know. But I think I'm going to give this, it's 2:45 now, my time, East Coast time. I'm going to give this till 3 a.m. whether I'm finished with the bear or not. And I'm calling this then. So I almost have 2 hours and 20 minutes streaming live. So, because I have to be to work at 10 a.m. tomorrow morning. And I have a 40-minute to an hour drive depending on the weather outside. And traffic. Usually it's 40 minutes solid, but excuse me, got the hiccups. And then I got Molly that's gonna wake me up, so yeah, fun times. Let's see, notifications. 3 a.m. Sirius at 6:45 p.m. December 1st, time zones, yep. 3 a.m. Sirius, yep. December 1st, yeah. I'm still on December 1st, but at 2:45 in the morning. So if you're at 6:45 December, yep, so you're 12 hours ahead, right? Or no, 15 hours ahead. If you're at 6:45, what are you in Australia, if I remember correctly? Or maybe New Zealand or whatever. Cheers, Brian. Yep, cheers to you, Nick. I know, Nick, you just came in at an hour and 45 minutes into the live stream, and now you're only going to see me for a half hour. I tried streaming from my computer, but my cameras didn't want to work. I restarted, tried again. So I got to see what's going on. There must be a conflict or something. Or another app that I'm not realizing that's updating, that's got the camera's attention and won't show the screen. So when I can do that, then I'll have the Google Hangouts open. I know I can open it up. Oh, check your flash? What do you mean? Oh yeah, check my flash, gotcha. Yep. So, I don't know, I had it working, and then today, or the last 12 hours, my cameras haven't wanted to work, so. Yeah, DubRexy21 says Australia, Melbourne. Theresa Cookie and Cam from the fish room are a few hours ahead of me in New Zealand. Nick the Dick says my Google blocks flash every time I reset. Yeah, well, Google, I've set my camera in Google Hangouts to allow YouTube and allow the camera through the firewall. So it's something else, another conflict. Or maybe Google, when Google Chrome got updated, maybe there's something in there, even though I selected the camera, it's still blocking it. Maybe there was a recent update within the last 24 hours. And here, Molly joins me, but what she doesn't realize is I'm not taking her out again. She got taken out at midnight. So, yeah, it's been 3 hours, but you're not going out. I don't care. I don't smell a skunk, but you probably smell it coming. So like I'm streaming from my phone right now, my cell phone, Nick. So that's why it is what it is. How cold is it there? When I got home, it was 27 degrees out, but last week it was negative 11. Dubrexy says, Captain, what was something new you had discovered today in your fish room? New. I don't know, because I got called into work early and I had something new. Dubrexy is my convicts breeding, and my 75 gallon in my bedroom. Lots of convict babies in that 75 gallon right now. Hi, Molly. Hello, Miss Molly. Dolly. You're gonna wait. Don't stop pushing me. You know I don't like when you nudge me while I'm here. 30 here, yep. 30 here, yeah, it's 27. But that was then. Hold on, I'll tell you what it is right now. My phone's sitting there, so let me do the weather. Weather. Saranac Lake, New York. Well, it says it's currently 28 Fahrenheit. What's the Celsius? Or -2 Celsius. And tomorrow's supposed to be 43 for Saturday, a high of 34. Like I said, last week was cold. It was -11. That was without the wind chill. So, yeah. You got that. It's summer here. My dog does that, but she's deaf. Gotcha. Well, Molly's not deaf, but she can be a pain in the butt. Like when she wants to go out, even if it's like 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning, she'll start like ramming my bed, like almost like she's itching her sides of her body, you know, around her ribs. But she's like nudging the bed, like she puts all her weight into the bed. And eventually after probably the 15, 20 minutes, she wakes me up and I'm like, what the blank? What the heck? Well, I feel the first nudge, but if it's not continuous, then I just go back to sleep. But she'll get to the point that she's nudging every like 5 or 10 seconds, nudging the bed, turning around, bump, come back, bump. You know what I mean? It's crazy. When she wants to go, she wants to go. I don't blame her, but I try to make her have roughly a set schedule. Somewhere between 6:45 and like 7:30, I take her out, depending on the day. With her head, yep. Females are like that. They're persistent, yep. Stop. You lay down now. Enough. You want me to rub your belly? Fine, I'll rub your belly. Dubrexy27, 21 says, my plan with goldfish eggs is to select a few to keep and grow. It was totally unexpected. I might as well follow through with a project. Yeah, you might as well. I mean, it's nice when you have eggs because, or whatever. You might as well, you know, because it doesn't really cost you much space initially. But as they grow out, you know, you're going to need a bigger tank, obviously. Or they'll slowly migrate from like really small tank to slightly bigger, blah, blah, blah. Upside DII, what's up? 11:51, season's greetings. Yeah, so you must be in Cali, that area, if you're 11:51 p.m. Because I don't know what... Nah, maybe, let me not say that. Yeah, I don't know. Whatever. But unfortunately, upside, I'm going to be leaving in the next few minutes. I'm giving it about 7 more minutes, 3 a.m. my time, East Coast time. 11:05. Dubrexy, I use rainwater pH roughly 6. Great for my rams. Yep, I got you. Hi. Stop. Enough. Lay down. She's gonna drive me up a wall. I said down. Yeah. Absolutely not. Don't you think of scratching me. Damn it, dog. Yeah, she ran because she scratched the heck out of me with her claws. Persistent. I'll keep it family friendly because I have some words for her right now, but I won't say them. Yes, I'm only 1 mile from the ocean. Awesome. Good for you. I wish I was that close to the ocean right now. Fish Tropic. Ha! So you were actually lurking. What's up, brother? What have you been doing? Nick the Dick says, I could use some fire water. Yeah, fire water, definitely. Gotta love some fire water. Like that high octane stuff that you can run in your vehicle when you're in a pinch. Not that you want to run it because it costs so much, so damn much. WRXC21, this was a very nice stream. My name is Josh. Oh, okay. Maybe I'm thinking of someone else. Nick the Dick says aggression issue. Laugh out loud. She has. Oh no, she thinks I was playing with her and I wasn't playing with her. I'm tired, so I'm a little bit more grumpy. Yes, that be the one. Yep. Up here, I know it's upstate New York, but there is stuff like that. Yeah. Yes, gotta know the right people. Stuff that'll put hair on your chest. And hair in spots you don't want it. The stuff that'll make you go blind. Not properly done. My dog does that. She scratches. Upside DUI, I'm busy warming up from the rice peppers and shrimp. Yep. One more time for the shout out for the 750 sub giveaway. There's the link in the description. Make sure you click on that link. You need to be subscribed, like the video, share. Like I said, it's not required as a thing. Excuse me. Man, that was a good push. Check it out. First place is 25 Amazon gift card, which I'll be using TubeBuddy's random comment selector. So the more I found out, and other people have found out, that the more comments you have by a particular person, the better chances. It's almost like, you know, when you play a raffle, the more tickets you buy, the more chances or times your name is in that pot, so a slightly better chance that you'll win. So comment, keep it clean, because my son has this favorite in his tablet, so he'll look every day like, hey daddy, did you see this comment? No, I haven't. Thanks for letting me know. So make sure you check that out if you're interested in the giveaway. First place random comment, it's random comments that get selected is $25, and then 2 runners up, second and third place, which will be $10 Amazon gift cards that, you know, you can just load into a free Amazon account to purchase things. Let's see. WRXC21 says, I'm here on YouTube to connect with others around the world and see different setups and share what I enjoy. Facebook was too bossy with too many do this, do that kind of stuff. Upside DYI. If I had the computer, if I had the computer desk, I would have an XB. My grandpa in the U.S. Navy, growing up, he had had computer games. That's cool. Yep. Nice. All right, 2-minute call. Any last questions? Thank you again for everyone that's in the live stream. Dub Rexy21, Upside DIY, Fish Tropic, Nick the Dick, Island Queen from earlier. Who else is here? I can't remember. Maple Street Aquatics, White, Theresa Cookie, Kema Salazar, Cichlid Aquatics. Just to name a few of the people that are in here. Nick the Dick says, much love. Keep it freaking fishy. Yep, definitely, brother. All right, if this is your first time here and you're just viewing this live stream and you made it to this point, the end of the video, please hit up that like button if you like it. If like the live stream or the after live stream, subscribe if you're interested in anything I'm talking about. Make sure you hit the bell so you can get notified of any uploads I do or any live streams I do. And make sure you check out the description of all my videos. Pretty much I have the giveaway going. Make sure you comment and like and subscribe on that 750 sub giveaway. First place is a $25 gift card, like I said. Second and third place, a two $10 Amazon gift card. Same with the 25. So you can only win one. You can't win multiples. So if your name gets drawed over and over, I'll keep randoming it until someone's name comes up different. Well, take it easy. Thank you again for supporting the stream. I appreciate it. Everyone have a wonderful morning, wonderful Saturday. Happy holidays. Be safe out there, and I'll catch you later today on the next stream. Take it easy. Bye-bye.